Uniting America First. There he is with us on Thursday, live to all of you. Got a great show today. Lots to talk about. Kind of the stuff that you would expect in the crazy world we live in, and some surprises too. Let's kick it off with a letter that has just been released a few days ago. It is signed by 80 former generals and admirals in the American military. 80. The letter says Israel stands on the front lines of the fight for civilization. And given our experience as retired American military leaders, we are very concerned about the security impacts of increasingly strained U.S.-Israel ties as Israel becomes a growing source of domestic division, the group wrote in the letter. We feel compelled to declare that a strong Israel is vital to the United States national security, and it is imperative that America unequivocally stands by this indispensable ally. The letter named Iran and its terror proxies as barbaric, declaring them enemies of the United States and everything we stand for. Against these barbaric enemies, Israel stands on the front lines of the fight for civilization. Look at this list, Will, of who signed. I mean, this is a who's who of generals and admirals, all very big names, the leaders of millions in uniform across all military services in the United States. Is it possible that these military leaders, our leaders that defend our flag and our borders, might know something that your president doesn't seem to realize?
I would probably say yeah. Yeah. Short answer.
Well, give me
That's
a
a
longer
long
picture.
list.
Yeah, this is like former head of U.S. Central Command, Frank McKenzie's on there. Past Supreme Allied Commander of Europe, General Philip Breedlove is on there. Former U.S. Strategic Command, General Kevin Chilton, and the most recent commanders of the Marine Corps. I mean, everybody's here. Everybody's here. They are all saying the same thing. Israel's on the front line protecting us by handling the terrorists over there. I mean, that's not counting the ones on our college campuses, of course, or the ones that have come through the border courtesy of the open border policy of your borders are Kamala Harris. But the fact of the matter is, we, the Americans, are either going to fight them over there through Israel as our proxy or here. And they may already be here, Will Johnson, which is what you've been saying for a long time.
I think they want it here. When was the last time, America was hit?
9/11, right?
9/11. So they need it to happen again. And I be honest with you, Barry, I have this strong notion to believe that they think that if we can get hit here in America, they can do the same thing that happened when Bush was in office. Because, we got hit on 9/11, and I've never seen it happen since then. The country came together. The country came together. I'll never forget it when Bush was standing in New York and he was standing on the rubble and had that megaphone and he was saying, "We're here for you. We hear you. We're going to answer for this. We're
Yeah,
going to answer."
but let's have a full disclosure. That's when he made his speech about Islam is a religion of peace while he's standing on the ruins of thousands of dead Americans. And that couldn't have been further from the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. But my point is that, yeah, you're right. You're right. But the country united at that point.
Oh, yeah.
The country
Republicans
united.
and Democrats. Absolutely.
The country united. And, I never did really care for Bush, but the country did unite at that point. And I believe, like I said, I think they're wanting to have the same thing happen. So if we have destruction going on here, maybe we can get them to unite under Joe Biden. And then Joe Biden come out, hopefully he doesn't mess up the teleprompter and unite the country.
Fair statement. I would strongly advise those out there in ATP land that haven't looked at the list, take a peek. There's a lot of big names on this list, and these are not amateurs. These are serious, lifetime professional warriors representing all of our services. It's an extraordinary list, agreeing with Will Johnson and Barry Nussbaum, which is we ought to be a better friend to Israel. We really, really ought to be a better friend to Israel.
What do you think they're gonna? Okay, so we know there's a lot of corruption going on. Is it maybe these people on this list are now a new target for the DOJ,
You
Homeland
know,
Security, NSA, CIA?
these are some serious warriors. I don't think they're going to be easily intimidated. I really don't. But I don't know. If you can weaponize the DOJ against the president of the United States,
That's my point.
you go down the chain of command to get to these people. I mean, the
Yeah.
commander in chief is how many indictments did you say the other day? 80, 90 of them?
It's 4 indictments, 91 charges, right? And then they have these fraudulent civil suits.
And like you said, that's a weaponization of the DOJ, the FBI,
Yeah.
right?
So
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh, thank you for compiling this list. Now we know who to go after.
that's some scary stuff, man. If you're right, that's some real scary stuff. I don't know if you are a Kid Rock fan, but he posted a picture that I really loved. And I want people to take a look at this and think about what his t-shirt says. Legal gun owners have over 200 million guns and 10 trillion rounds of ammo. I don't know if that's an exaggeration, but it's a lot. And then he writes, seriously, people, if we were a problem, you'd know it. How true is that? When was the last time there was a mass shooting from a member of the NRA?
It's never happened.
I was going to say never ago.
Yeah,
And
it's never happened.
You've got these trans things walking into schools after they post manifestos shooting everybody. Now these are boys pretending to be girls or girls pretending to be boys or whatever. They're mentally ill. I mean, anyone that would shoot up a school is mentally ill, I guess, by definition. But the truth is, controlling guns has nothing to do with mental illness. There are 200 million guns in this country, and none of those people are shooting up schools.
No.
None.
No.
So that's a quickie, something for you to think about. I don't know if you like Kid Rock's music or not, but boy, I sure like that message.
Yeah, I'm a fan, right? I don't I don't go out and seek his music or anything, but I'm a fan of his viewpoints, and he's spot on. And that's such a true statement on the t-shirt. If we were the problem, you most definitely would know about it. You would know.
Oh, yeah.
You would know if we were the problem. But we're not the problem. It's these people that are being indoctrinated, these people that have been coerced to go out and harm others. And isn't it something, Barry? I'm trying to see how I can say this without saying it, because I know we're on a certain platform here. It's always people that have these tendencies to try to be something that they're not, here lately, especially. And they go into a religious building or something, and they're doing certain things to certain people.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then the government state media will get silence on it as soon as it comes out, to find out that it's one of them, it's one of theirs. Then they're quiet about it. Then the story goes away. For example, like in Tennessee, right? Tennessee, it happened. They didn't even want to release the manifesto, and then someone leaked it, and then they went to arrest the person who leaked it.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing you're bringing up. What happened to the freedom of the press? Somebody publishes these manifestos, all the people I hate, all the people that need to be eliminated, right? All the changes I'm going to make at the end of a barrel of a gun because I'm completely insane and I hate humanity. Why aren't those allowed to be published?
Well, because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit their agenda. And if it goes out, then they have to admit that they were wrong.
Ooh.
They had to admit that they were wrong. We were pushing the wrong thing.
Wow. So true.
Yeah.
And
Now, if
and
it was someone straight, white, MAGA, Republican, then
oh,
and that
yeah.
happened, then
Oh, you'd know all about it.
we'll
And
talk
let
about it
me add to that.
24/7.
And when they leak these things, Trump supporter shoots up school. And it turns out the guy's posted 92 times, I hate Donald Trump, I want him to die.
It's the same.
I'm just thinking out loud. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's a Trump supporter.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing with the guy that hammered Nancy Pelosi's husband. I'm just saying. They try to say that he was all MAGA. I'm like, what? And then come to find out, like, you just I mean, exactly what you just said.
Yeah. Then the story goes away. Nobody wants to report on it. That maybe it was a gay lover prostitute tryst thing, And then,
There's a whole bunch of questions there.
We don't want to talk about it anymore. That's Nancy Pelosi, who just came out yesterday embarrassing Biden for supporting Israel, even though that support is very limited and very tenuous. She wants to cut off all arms to Israel now. Nancy Pelosi. Oh, yeah. Can't she just go away?
You know what? Nancy Pelosi, she's been around since with the Crypt Keeper forever. She was around when the White House was just a branch.
That's great. That is great.
And now they have multiple branches.
There you go. I got a wild one for you. I thought about you when I was writing this. You've talked about this, and so have I, that illegal aliens, those felons that broke into the United States, if they assault a police officer, that's about the biggest slap in the face to the United States. And the House just passed a bill. I've got it. I'm going to put it on the screen here. This is the count from the final vote in the House of Representatives. 265 House members voted for it. In other words, deport any illegal that assaults a police officer. I want to call your attention to the second column. 148 Democrats. 100, I don't mean just the squad. That's like half a dozen. 148 voted.
What?
That
number should say 0, Barry.
Can you believe this? If you were a cop and you saw this, how demoralizing would it be that these people hate America so much? They hate Americans so much, they hate police so much, that they want illegals who assault a police officer, which is a felony in every state, to be able to stay in America. Is that one of the most disgusting votes you've ever seen in your life? Look at that. 148 voted against
I'm trying to wrap my mind around it.
Can you, I'm just so I'm clear, can you point out the political party that these people belong to that voted to keep people that assault police in this country? Which party was it? Can you see that?
Yeah, you know what? It's missing an N between the O and the C. You know what that is, right? It's missing the N.
Yes,
just put an N in there and say it out. And and I don't know why they do this, why they put IC at the end of it, because nothing about them is democratic. They should not. I mean, they put that there because I don't know why they put it there. They put it there to deceive people, but there's nothing democratic about the Democrat part or the Democrat Party. But Barry, the very fact that there's 148, that means 148 representatives of our Congress is actually in support of people coming into the country, assaulting a police officer, and then just walking away. No deportation, no nothing.
yes,
And then if we
yes.
don't deport them and they do happen to arrest them, they'll let them out within 24 to 48 hours. And if they're not out within 28 or 48 hours and they do keep them in jail, that means that the taxpayer is paying for their meals 3 times a day. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is wild. I mean, this is wild, Barry. And you know what? Actually, I shouldn't be surprised, because remember, they had a whole campaign talking about defunding the police. And I'm pretty sure the squad is amongst them. I'm pretty sure Fire Marshal Bowman, I'm pretty sure he's among that.
Yeah, he's on the
Right?
list for today. Your favorite.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, look, these are not our fellow Americans, Barry. I hate to put it blunt like that, but they're not.
Couldn't agree more. Every one of these people should be humiliated by their district and thrown out of office. That's my take on it.
Was this on X?
I think so. I think I got this off of X. Yes.
Yeah, because I can't see who posted it.
Yeah, you can Google it. You'll find it, or just search on X. You'll see it. So there's a guy that I know personally. His name is Ami Horowitz. He's a documentary filmmaker. I spent quite a bit of time with him one-on-one in my office. Great guy, really brave. Takes his camera crew into the most dangerous situations you can imagine, so people get to see how things really are in America. This new video that he has put out is unbelievable. He went on a campus in New York, walked right into the Hamas demonstration, and all he did, get this, Will, this is in America, in New York City, he put an American flag around his shoulder and had a camera crew follow him at an American university in New York City. I want you to see what happened. You will not believe your eyes.
There are protests breaking all across the country on our campuses. These are people who purport to support the Palestinians, but in reality, they simply have a base hatred for Israel. They also have a hatred for the United States. So I'm here on the campus of City College of New York, where there's an encampment and a protest. I'm simply going to go into the middle. I'm going to wave the American flag without saying a word. Let's see what happens. Don't touch me! American! American! I'm an American. Hey, give my flag! Hey, give my flag! What the fuck, man? Hey! It's America! What the fuck, man? Oh, don't fucking hit me!
Get out of here! Get out of here! No, get out of here!
No, I'm not.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Hey!
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Fuck, man! Get the fuck off me!
Get out of here! Get out of here!
No,
Get out of here! Get out of here!
No!
You don't go nowhere! You ain't going nowhere!
This is property! Leave! No! Leave! Hey, don't fucking hit me! Get the fuck out of here! Don't fucking hit me! The fuck out of here! Don't fucking hit me, motherfucker! My hands are up! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up!
You're insane.
Don't hurt me!
Get out of here.
I'm an American! I'm an American! Yo!
We're all American, man. Come on.
Great, so I'm sorry!
You gotta go. You gotta go, please.
I'm an American!
You gotta go, man.
Get the fuck off of me, man!
Don't push him. Don't push him.
Don't fucking push me!
Nobody push him. No
Don't
one's
fucking
pushing.
push me! Leave! I'm an American! The fuck, man? I'm an fucking American!
You gotta go.
I'm an American! I want to go to city campus! Oh, fuck, man!
What are you doing?
Fuck!
What are you doing?
I'm not getting off campus! Get the fuck off of me!
Get out.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Get out.
You gonna attack me? I'm not scared of shit, man.
You gotta go.
I'm not scared of shit. Come down to me.
Get out.
I'm not scared of shit.
Bye.
I'm not scared of shit.
You gotta go.
I'm an American.
You gotta go.
No, man. I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm an American. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Don't choke me. What the fuck? I'm a fucking American. I want to go to campus.
You can go to hell.
Stop. Yo, man. I'm not leaving. You can punch me all you want. I'm not leaving.
حبيبي
Hey, you just fucking choke me?
اقتلع
Get off me. You fucking choke me.
اقتلع
Don't fucking choke me.
اقتلع
You fucking headbutted me, motherfucker.
Stop, yo, what the hell is
I'm not fighting.
You gotta stop.
I'm not fighting.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt
I'm not fighting. You guys are punching me. You guys are fucking punching me. Excuse me. They just punched me and choked me.
Stop this guy, man. I'm gonna get him out of here.
Walk back. Walk back. Walk
They
back.
just punched
Walk
me and
back.
choked me.
Take him out. Hey, that's punching me. What am I doing?
Get the fuck over here. Let's
Dude.
go.
Dude, what the hell?
Let's go.
I'm trying to go on campus.
Shut up.
Do you see me do anything? I don't. Okay, we are not in America anymore. Boys and girls, we are not in America. We're in some kind of weird police state. So I just got out of the police station. I went to this protest with an American flag on a city college that I and all American taxpayers pay for, and I got my ass kicked. I was punched, I was choked, I was thrown down a flight of stairs. And yeah, that's how the Palestinian protesters are dealing with anybody. They're thugs, they're animals, they're outside agitators, they're people from school, and yeah, this is what is going on our campuses. Well, they will attack somebody who's just walking up with an American flag. Nothing about Israel, nothing about Jews. They hate America. Let's be very clear about what's going on here. They hate this country. That's what we're dealing with in this country.
Is that one of the most shocking things you've ever seen?
So he went in with the American flag and then come back out with it.
They threw him
And
down
he just
a flight
kept
of
saying, I'm
stairs.
American, I'm American, I'm American, just American.
And you see what the Arab dress and
Yep.
the Arabic speakers,
Yep.
right? Get off the campus. This is a public school paid for by American tax dollars. It's the City University of New York. It's the biggest school, upper division school in America. Hundreds of thousands of kids go there. And that is the attitude. We're not in America anymore, as Nathan says on the chat. I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
And his message was, I'm an American.
You know what
And
ticks
that
me off
was
a lot?
reflected.
I mean, the entire video, I'm like, I wish I was there with him, you know, because I'm the type that I would do that too. I wish I was there with him. But you know what really, I expect them to act like that towards him because that's who they are, right? We kind of expected, right? He knew what he was going into when he went in there, right? He expected him to be that way, right? But what we don't expect are for the stinking cops. The stinking cops, they should be removing them for violating his rights. If he wasn't there hitting anybody, if he wasn't there even yelling at anybody, he wasn't just holding the American flag, Barry, in the United States of America should not be considered violent, insulting violence, insinuating violence, perpetrating violence. Holding the American flag in America just means you're an American holding American flag. All they had to do was allow him to hold the American flag and just stand there and walk and just don't pay no attention to him. Just ignore him.
Well, if that was a free speech venue, you've got opposing ideas in the public square, which is the way the founders talked about it. Remember, you go to the public square and you stand on a box and you give your opinion. You don't get beat up for it, for advocating for the flag of your country that protects your ability to speak freely, that protects your First Amendment right to express yourself. This is disgusting. He's one brave guy.
Oh, man.
He is one brave guy.
Yeah, they're choking him, Barry. So how is that not assault? They were punching him, but that's not assault.
That's assault and battery, and that's a felony. And if he went to the police with the video, he's got it on video who's hitting him. They had to go round him up and drag him away. And I'll bet you $1 to donuts, nobody got arrested. When I checked the Post, he seemed to suggest there were no arrests. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable. On a
Yeah.
similar note, wanting to know where this is coming from, if you remember the other day on the last show, we talked about notorious anti-Israel, anti-American protester, this gal, Lisa Fithian. Remember, she's been arrested over 80 times. She's 63 years old. This is her at Columbia outside Hamilton Hall, named after one of the founders, Alexander Hamilton. Turns out she gets paid $300 a day to train rioters. That's what she does. She is very, very pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas. She went to Turkey a few times to arrange for the flotillas to break into Gaza to bring in weapons and food. In other words, they're supposedly flotillas of rescue, but when the Israeli Navy has intercepted those boats, they've got guns and grenades and ammunition and so on. This woman is a terrorist. 80 arrests. This is a picture of her from last week at Columbia. Last week. She endorses the BDS movement, which wants to destroy Israel. She, like I said, is paid, her going rate is $300 a day. And she is literally, for the last 30 or 40 years, a riot organizer and trainer. 109 people were arrested in this demonstration a couple days ago, but for some reason, she didn't make it to jail this time. Over 80 arrests for terrorism training. How is that possible? How is that possible? You shoplift a couple of times in a normal jurisdiction, you go to prison.
Yeah.
This is riot training to destroy
Yeah.
America. He hates America, hates Israel, hates Jews. And she's available. You can call her up and find her on Twitter, on X, and hire her for a riot in Texas.
I wonder if she'd be willing to do an interview.
It'd be some ugly stuff, but I'm sure you can find her. There is a lot of press on her now. A lot of press.
You know what? There should be a lot of prison bars around her. It shouldn't be the press shouldn't be a lot of press. It should be a lot of prison bars, a lot of inmates around her. That's the only thing that should be on her.
Lisa,
but you know, of course,
the name.
But Bear, you know, I've said this repeatedly too. If you're on the left, you can commit crimes. There's nothing to see here. I mean, why is that? Because we're accustomed.
Okay, so speculate.
But that's the world. The world is okay for them.
80 arrests. That's when she got arrested. For this riot, she wasn't even arrested. 80 times she's gone to jail. 80.
Well, maybe
my mind is just doing this. I can't get it.
Maybe they got a corrupt DA saying make sure she doesn't go to jail.
In every city where she gets hired, it's all over the place.
I mean, if she's getting hired, is there anyone by the name of George S. involved?
Very well could be.
And go ahead and pay off the DA. Make sure once it happens, she doesn't get arrested. She's only there training them how to be terrorists. Look, you can't arrest her for that. She can train them. And this is the country we live in. She can train them to be terrorists, but hey, she's not forcing anyone to go out and do terrorist acts, Barry. She's not forcing anyone, Barry, to come to the classes, Barry. She's just giving the training. It's like CRT, Barry.
So she's a terrorist capitalist, Will. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I mean,
hey, hire me. I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Look at my resume. I'm sure she's on LinkedIn under terror training.
I'm pretty sure they're viewing her the same way that they view these teachers that was pushing CRT onto children. They're just educating them. She's just educating people about terrorism. She's not actually telling people to go out and be terrorists.
Oh no, I showed you the video last week where she's in the middle of the riot in New York and she's showing them how to attach chairs, chaining chairs to the doors at Columbia so the police couldn't get in. Come on. I mean, it's on video. Everybody videos her.
But
she's a celebrity terrorist.
Yeah, she really is, but they're probably just viewing her like she's just doing training. And if
Well, I got more on the thuggery. For those of you, this is a perfect segue, who think the pro-Hamas riots are just about protesting Israel. What you need to see is the Nazi-like propaganda that's being found. The NYPD put this together. Check this out. It's a quickie. Squat or rot. Death to Israel, death to America. Squat means, you put yourself down in the quad and you never leave. And those flyers, the NYPD videotaped and put that's from the NYPD. That's what they found on campus.
There's some of them
for the destruction of Israel, the Jews, and America. That's not about Gaza, bro.
No, it's not. No. I mean, they hate America because of our support for Israel. And you know what? I think they would hate America without Israel. Because
no question.
Yeah, because they have nothing but hate in their hearts. And they also there's also a flyer that they were passing around talking about. You heard the expression that they use in solidarity. Solidarity actually means the call to violence now.
Okay.
Yes, one of the flyers they're passing around, when they say we're here in solidarity to the Palestinians, it's been reported, because this guy, I forget his name, he went undercover. He put on one of the, what do they call them?
The
black and white.
The keffiyeh.
The keffiyeh, yeah. He put on one of those.
It's an Arab headdress.
Yeah, he put on one of those and infiltrated, going in like he's one of them. And they were loving him until they found out that he was not who he was, and they started attacking him. But he got all these flyers, this documentation, and now they're saying if you're in solidarity with Palestine, you will fight the infidels. You will come out and be violent.
Yep, they're here, Will. It's not just over there.
And Barry, yeah, you remember what, last week or the week before, when, especially when it was all getting really heated, like at the peak of them on the college campuses. You remember what I said, that the next thing I believe that they're going to do is that they're going to start putting stuff on their persons and going into a public area. I mean, I'm still saying it's coming because they're getting more and more aggressive. They're not getting what they want. Their demands are not being met. So the next step, and again, I'm still saying that I want to be wrong. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, and then, you're in good company. The FBI, as wrong as they are, have said the terror alert has never been higher since 9/11. Today.
Yeah, Christopher Wray said we can expect it.
Right.
Christopher Wray here recently said we can expect it. He said we can expect it here. We can expect another attack, another 9/11 style attack, but even worse, Barry.
Well, he's warning us, and I don't trust him. And when he comes out and says that, holy cow!
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
You mentioned Fireman Bowman, Fire Marshal Bowman. I apologize, got his title wrong. For those of you that don't remember, he was the one that pulled the fire alarm to delay a congressional vote. Then he lied about it.
Yeah.
Then the Capitol Police put out the picture, and he goes, "That's not me." Then the Capitol Police put out the video, and it was clearly him. And then
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, "Oh yeah, well it was me, but I didn't do it on purpose." Then you could see him pulling it, doing this
Yeah.
before he pulled it. So the moniker, the nickname Fire Marshal Bowman is stuck. This is important. He's gotten more notorious even than before. It's come out that he hosted a fundraiser with the head of CARE, Council on American Islamic Relations, a guy named, I'm blanking on it now. Awad, Nihad Awad. And this guy, Nihad Awad, let me show you his picture, with Bowman together. This was put out by the fundraiser. Awad's claim to fame recently, besides pushing the Arab narrative in Congress constantly and in the press constantly, praised the October 7th massacres in Israel. I mean, this guy is a full-blown organizing terrorist. And he has put out publicity supporting Bowman, and Bowman puts out publicity supporting Awad. And finally, there's somebody running against him in the primary in New York who's slightly in the lead, but he hopes to raise millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to be reelected and to keep up with his completely crazy, insane statements that he makes to the press constantly. And I also want to add that the White House took so much flack about CARE that they finally took them off. Get this, Biden had put CARE, who hates Jews and hates Israel, on the Anti-Semitism Advisory Committee. I guess to advise on how to be a better anti-Semite. The pressure was so great that CARE was removed from it. We're going to show you some more of that in just a second. I was checking the video. The point being is that Bowman may be coming to the end, God willing, of his term in Congress if the Democrats can get their act together and get the guy that's the local head of the Democrat Party in this district in New York, a guy named George Latimer, who's the political executive in that county. He's slightly ahead in the polling, but that's before Bowman's really started his big fundraising. Unbelievable that this can go on, and CARE works at the White House because they're avowed terrorists. In their words, celebrating October 7th, the biggest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. We've talked a lot about Target and these other woke companies losing billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Here's the latest Target ad. Their logo is out everywhere. Get this, Target, US Bank, and Best Buy, three very, very, very large American retailers, are teaming up with a DEI consulting firm to hold a race-based career fair that excludes white people.
Oh my goodness.
It's called the People of Color Career Fair. It's taking place in Minneapolis this fall.
Where's the lawsuit at?
Wait a minute. You haven't even heard who the defendants are yet. Target, US Bank, Best Buy, Delta Airlines, General Mills, largest cereal maker in the world, Minnesota Department of Education, Minnesota and Minneapolis public school system. They want to diversify. They want new employees hired on the basis of their race. If you're connected with Black-owned vendors and nonprofits, if people of color aren't joining, then something's missing. You must come to the fair. They are very clear. No white people need to attend. Wow. It's not only racism, they're bragging about it.
Oh my
And
goodness.
some hole in the wall hardware stores, Delta Airlines, General Mills, the school system, the Department of Education, Target.
Where's the lawsuit?
There ought to be 100 of them.
You know, I mean, if it was the other way around, Barry, and they had a job fair, no blacks allowed, no Asians allowed, no Hispanics allowed, you know, no people of color allowed, just whites. The ACLU, the NAACP, Indivisible, Woke R Us, CNN, MSDNC, ABC, CBS. I'm trying to every last one.
Everybody.
MoveOn.org. Every last one of them. They will be calling for
View.
rioting in the street. They'll be calling for them to burn the buildings down wherever they're located. The lawsuits will be flying left and right. But here's like crickets. Where are the lawsuits? This is discrimination. There's laws for that. But they're doing it like it's okay. DEI, all they want, DEI, the whole purpose of that is to kill America, to kill our freedoms, to kill reality.
But
Wow.
it's diversity, equity, and inclusion, Will, because there's not enough people of color, according to these companies. Regardless, by the way, has nothing to do with qualifications. It just has to do with what color are you?
You know, and if they want people that are not white for these positions, then maybe go to the hood, maybe go different places and encourage them to stop the violence and start doing more education. Maybe go to the schools, these inner cities, and encourage them to pursue those type of careers so they'll have the knowledge and try to get the experience. Just don't give it to them because they're color, because they're people of color. Barry, that is so insulting. DEI to me is so insulting because they're telling black people that they can't do anything because of their color. They can't do it. You can't, because your color, you are not capable of doing anything. So we have to put in DEI. So then that way you can get a job. Don't worry about trying to get the education on it. Don't worry about trying to get the experience. Don't worry about that. We're just going to give it to you.
Right. And at the expense of more qualified people. Like these colleges like Harvard are saying, we have too many Asians. They're overqualified to come here. So we want unqualified people to come. So you have people like the other day and last week being interviewed saying, I don't know why I'm out here rioting. Do you know? And they ask their friends and the friends don't know, but everybody was coming to riot. So we're here.
Yeah, we should look into the reason why we're out here protesting so we'd be more educated about it so we can talk about it. What?
Yeah, on television.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That just goes to show the indoctrination camp is working. You just get in line. This is what the crowd is doing. You follow the fiddler. Don't ask any questions. Just follow.
Listen to this. Please believe me. I checked the story. It's true. I don't know if you've heard of Emerson College. It's in Boston. It's a downtown campus. It's a pretty big university. They were occupied by the pro-Hamas mobs. And what they did after convincing the students to break down the occupation zone is unbelievable. According to a statement issued by the president of Emerson, Jay Bernard, Emerson has asked the local district attorney not to prosecute anyone that was arrested. And Emerson is giving free housing for anyone that was arrested that has to go to court. And they're posting bail and amnesty for them. There's over 50 arrests. The student government demands that BDS be enforced and that their concessions are non-negotiable. Is this unbelievable? The school is agreeing to talk about divesting from any company from Israel and is working with the DA not to prosecute anyone. Not to prosecute anyone.
Wow.
Are you as stunned as I am?
Yes and no. Again, demons will protect demons. But this, so what happens if you and I, Barry, go do that?
Well, it
Are we going to
depends.
get free room and board?
If
Are
we
we gonna
if we
get-
make the right speech, down with Israel, down with America, solidarity with the Workers' Party, yay Mao, yeah, we'll be fine.
As long as
If
we
we
hate
show up-
America, we'll be fine.
Well, if you show up with like Ami Horowitz with the disgusting American flag wrapped around your neck saying, I'm an American, you're toast. You deserve to rot in jail. I mean, this is America today, Will. I really am imploring our audience to wake up. They're here. This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're, again, they're bailing out these criminals. It's just, we're living in an upside down world. That's the only explanation. I don't get
They
it.
said that the university said in a statement, we will be reviewing all demands made by the negotiators, and a faculty representative has been appointed to deal with them, and we will issue a joint statement, us with the terrorists. Unbelievable. Emerson College, don't you ever, America, send a kid there, because this is a terror training ground. Nice building in downtown Boston, run by morons. Literally
really.
run by morons. I've got a fun one for you. A lot of people have been making these. They're not enough, but this is going to tell you a story about what's really going on in Colombia, and I think we can talk about it for a bit after we take a look at it. Check this out.
Here are demands from Columbia University. We need mineral water. We need organic food. We need soy milk. Okay, Cameron is allergic, so we also need almond milk, the expensive brand. We also need organic tents, free-range blankets, gluten-free sunscreen. We need sun and rain, and at the same time.
This is basic humanitarian aid.
What's intifada?
Oh, it's this amazing salad with like tomatoes and olive oil and some sprinkles of jihad on top.
Oh my God, I want intifada.
Yeah, we'll have 2 intifadas.
Hamas are not terrorists. Islamic Jihad are not terrorists. October 7 is not real. October is not a month. Beyonce's Jolene is good.
Hey, Dad, so what do you think about Israel? Oh, yeah? So I love Hamas. Yeah, Dad, I'm gonna tattoo Hamas logo all over my face. I hate you, Daddy! Oh, wait, can you Venmo me like 400 for a new tattoo?
I'm here because... wait a minute. Can someone Google how to put on a keffiyeh?
Help me! This is genocide!
Also, we need an electric air pump for the inflatable watermelon.
I can't.
I know.
I just can't.
I know.
And I tried, you know? I tried so hard.
These demonstrations are not anti-Semitic. I have no problem with the Jews. The Jews are very nice. It's only against Zionists. Zionists should be exterminated!
It is that close to the truth.
Yeah, when when you were first playing, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at the dude behind him. I'm like, wait. Oh. And I was like, okay, this is a spoof. Okay, but yeah, you're right. I mean, that's pretty much how it's happening here in America. And I'm like, this dude, the ones that are acting like him for real. Let's get him a one-way ticket to the Gaza Strip. I'm just saying, and make sure we record it. We want it to be live the entire time. There, we would call it Gaza reality.
Half the shows now that cable has exploded are reality shows. They have them about like Big Brother and dating shows and design shows and building shows and police investigation shows. I would love something on one of the reality networks, where they follow these basically homegrown terrorists that are occupying universities across the country and saying, you know what, you're right, America sucks. You shouldn't have to put up with an American flag. You shouldn't have to put up with an American Constitution. You shouldn't have to put up with the Bill of Rights. It's infuriating to us too. So every Thursday, a 777 leaves Kennedy Airport in, let's say, LAX in Los Angeles and O'Hara Field in Chicago, loaded with everybody that wants to go to Gaza. And they can land at Ben Gurion Airport. And I'm sure, Will, between you and me, we can raise the money for the buses to take them right to the Gaza border. It's about a 2.5-hour drive, and unload them.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And they'll have their cell phones connected to the Israeli telephone system so they can post their videos and how well things go when they live under a caliphate.
Yeah. There's at least 200 million people here that will probably contribute to that. I think the funds would be really
the money
easy.
in an hour. If we did a GoFundMe and it didn't get blocked, we could raise the money for airfare in an hour.
Oh,
we
yeah.
would be so oversubscribed, it'd be unbelievable.
Yes.
You know what it reminds me of? We talked about this a few years ago. Remember when everybody was going to leave in 2016 when Trump was going to be elected president?
Yep.
And, the list was like this long.
Oh, yeah.
50 famous people in Hollywood in the music business. You remember how many left?
0. They're
saying it again. Like Stormy Daniels said yesterday, we're going to leave if Trump gets acquitted. And now The View is being asked again, are you going to leave this time really? and Taylor Swift was asked again, are you going to leave this time? And there was a pretty long list of celebrities that wanted to leave. But when it comes right down to it, people just like to stay here and complain ferociously, like Susan Sarandon. There was no October 7th. It was all made up. It's just Israel killing babies. But given the opportunity to leave, I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. I don't want to go to Qatar. I don't want to go to Jordan. And I sure as hell don't want to go to Gaza. But that's a crap talking point.
It really is. It really is. Every last one of them, they say that in hopes that, oh my goodness, we don't want these stars to leave us, Barry. Oh, what will we do, Barry? Our favorite sitcom would come to an end, or I won't be able to see episode 19 of, what was it? Tom Cruise and Top Gun. We won't be able to see the next one, Barry. Mission Impossible would be over with. I mean, like, really? Really? Well, so I'm like, get out. Get out. Prove it. You know what? Stand your ground and get off our ground.
I love it. I mean, when they say, and we want soy milk, but the organic, expensive kind, and we want free-range blankets, and we want sunscreen, and we want it sunny and raining at the same time. Their demands, as if they are 3-year-old children screaming that they don't want to go to bed and stop watching cartoons, or they don't want to eat their vegetables. But the difference is, you're a parent. You're a grown-ass man that knows right and wrong, and you say to the kid, no, you're going to eat what mom cooked. And and you're not staying up till 11 o'clock and because you know better. But in America, with adults behaving like children, for some reason, and I don't know what it is exactly, we don't know any better. Nobody's correcting them. But go to Florida. Try and pull that in Florida.
Yeah.
20 seconds later, you're in a paddy wagon, and everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So nobody does it. But at Emerson, you get arrested, the college bails you out, right? That's an unbelievable difference between red state, blue state, right? Where there's responsibility and adulthood in one place, and
how was this
3-year-old
happening?
that wants to watch Bullwinkle cartoons at 11 o'clock at night, and the parent goes, okay.
How was this happening?
We talk about it every week. We're going to keep talking about it.
It's just the fact that it's happening.
Yeah. And it ain't getting any better, is it?
No.
At least there's some good news. School's ending. I guess there's no point in occupying the campus if nobody's there.
Right.
You know, unless you just want to attack Ami Horowitz with an American flag. But at some point, the kids go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think at that point, that's when we're going to see them take it to the next step.
I saw a video the other day of this girl interviewed. I don't remember the campus. And she said, I'm giving up my vacation to go home and be with my parents to stay here with the occupation. Like she's being a martyr, you know, and I know my parents want to see me, but I have to stay here and occupy. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Go occupy. And I hope you never graduate and you never get a job. Because at a certain point, and a lot of companies, especially law firms, are saying, you know what? You don't seem to know how to respect the law. If you're one of those agitators, don't apply here. And a lot of big companies are saying the same thing, like Elon Musk. I don't want you working for us. Go somewhere else.
Because you're going to bring that same stupidity to the company. And we don't need to deal with that. We're here to make money. We're here to do a business. We're here to be innovative. We're here to, you know, not cause social justice problems with inside the company. No. Your resume, I can care less that you ripped up your diploma. I can care less. I can care less.
Well, wait a minute. While being zip tied.
Yeah.
By yourself, but while you
I can care less. Yep, exactly.
All right. Well, great show as usual. Sorry about all the bad news. We don't write the news. We just bring it to you. But that's why we are here, to make sure that you are informed. American Truth Project, findbarry.com. You sign up for free and get everything for free. Unite America First. Go there. Sign up for free. You get everything Will Johnson puts out. We implore you to do so. And until next Thursday, be safe, America. We will see you next week.